What's up, everybody? This is Cody with OgleTreeOrdnance.com, and welcome to the Saturday Night Gunfight. Tonight, what we're going to be talking about is the 2019 assault weapons ban. This was introduced by Senator Dianne Feinstein. Now look, to be honest, I don't think there is any way that this is going to pass. With the Republican Senate and the Republican president, it's just not going to happen. But it's still worth going over to look at specifically what could get banned and how it could affect you. I'm not going to go through the whole thing piece by piece and line by line, because I mean, this thing is like trying to read through a phone book. There's a lot in there. But just kind of a quick overview, it bans 250 firearms specifically by name. It bans threaded barrels. It bans all assault weapons, including the AR-15, the AK-47. It bans the FN SCAR. Of course, a high-capacity magazine ban. I mean, anything more than 10 rounds. Depending on the way you read the language, it could say that we're banning anything that has the capability of accepting a magazine more than 10 rounds. So if you get into that, they're pretty much going to ban anything that's a double-stack semi-automatic firearm. But what I have planned to do today, I'm going to get a few things out of the safe, lay them out on the table so everybody can see this is what's going to get banned, this is what may get banned, this is what you can have. At the end of the day, it's just kind of a nice visual way to look at everything. Okay, everybody, I pulled some stuff out of the safe, and let's take a look at it and see what's legal, what's not legal. Okay, first thing, it's an assault weapons ban, so ditch the AR-15. Next, in that top left corner, you've got a Remington 870 TAC-14. It's a 12-gauge shotgun with a 14-inch barrel. It has the SB tactical pistol brace on it. Specifically in this bill, no more pistol braces, and no more short barrel without getting the federal tax stamp for a short barrel rifle or a short barrel shotgun. Okay, top right corner, the TNW ASR 9mm pistol. This is a pistol, but it has a SB tactical pistol brace. Those are against the law now. Plus, it has a threaded barrel, and something special that they put in the bill, no more heat shields or barrel shrouds. So all you guys with AR-15s, if you can keep them legal, guess what? No more free float handguards. So let's take that one out. Next in line, a Maverick 88 12-gauge shotgun. It's a pump shotgun. This is the most basic shotgun that just about every gun owner has a version of this. It's a $200 all-purpose just great shotgun. You think, oh, what could be wrong with a pump shotgun? Let me put it in a picture where it's more focused. There's the problem. It has a collapsible stock and a folding stock. Under this proposed legislation, no collapsible stocks, no folding stocks. So that one comes out of here. Okay, next we have a 12-gauge double-barrel side-by-side coach gun. I'm not sure on the exact date that this version of a shotgun was patented, but you're looking at mid to late 1800s. We're talking 1860, maybe to 1870 technology. Perfectly legal under this new bill. Next, we've got a Winchester lever action and 45 long Colt. Now this one's pushing it. It's right at the limit. The magazine tube on that rifle will hold 10 in the magazine tube and 1 in the chamber. So it barely gets under the legal ammunition limit that a gun can hold, but still legal. But again, we're talking about mid to late 1800s technology to be legal. All right, let's go to the two guns on the right after that. Got two Ruger Vaqueros single actions, which means you have to cock them before you can fire them. They're not even double action like most revolvers where you can just pull the trigger and they're fired. Late 1800s technology, perfectly legal. On the left-hand side, you have a new Taurus 44 Magnum Raging Bull. Those guns have just came out. The thing is awesome, but it's legal. Only holds 6 rounds. All right, next on the bottom left, have the brand new Mossberg MC1. Now this one's legal. It's a 10-round semi-automatic handgun. chambered 9mm, 10 rounds in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. That one will be legal under the new gun control ban. Now go to the gun in the middle, Glock 19. These guns have been around forever, but under the new assault weapons ban, it will be illegal because that gun comes from the factory with a 15+1 capacity, and the way that magazine's set up right now, it's a 22+1 capacity. So the problem is in the way they word it. If a gun can accept a magazine that holds more than 10 rounds, just about every Glock, just about most modern semi-automatic pistols can accept a magazine that holds more than 10 rounds. So that Glock 19, iffy. Probably be legal, maybe not. Next we go to the gun on the bottom right hand corner. This is my 7-year-old son's .22 pistol, which would be illegal under the new assault weapons ban. Now I haven't seen any of the language on 22 round or 22 long rifle magazine capacity, but what makes this gun illegal is what's going to make a lot of guns illegal: no more threaded barrels on anything. So out of everything on the table, that's what you have left. 4 guns from the 1800s, 1 revolver, 1 pistol, and 1 pistol that might be legal. Okay, now we've talked about the guns that could be banned, could possibly be banned, and will definitely be banned. Now let's talk about something that nobody ever talks about when it comes to gun control. And to me personally, I think it's super important, and I mean, I hear nobody talking about this stuff. And that's the fact that the sale of firearms and ammunition fund all of the wildlife in this country. Back in, I've got my notes sitting over here, so I'm gonna have to cheat. In 1937, the Federal Wildlife Restoration Act was introduced. It's also known as the Pittman-Roberts Act. What that was the firearms and ammunition manufacturers, along with hunters and other outdoorsmen, came to Congress and said, we want a tax on our products to pay for the restoration of wildlife and habitat in the United States. So in 1937, Congress passed the Pittman-Roberts Act, which was also known as the National Wildlife Restoration Act. What that did, it put roughly a 13% tax on all firearms and all ammunition sales in the United States of America. And one of the most important details of it, it put it in a protected account. Like everybody thinks their Social Security is, but this is actually a protected account. And it goes to give grants to states and federal agencies to pay for wildlife repopulation, habitat restoration. This is what brought back the ducks, the elk, the white-tailed deer, everything that you hunt. If you enjoy fishing, if you enjoy bird watching, if you enjoy hiking in nature, if you enjoy going and camping at a national park or a state park, or going to a lake near you and going water skiing and it's a Corps of Engineer lake, it's predominantly paid for by the firearms tax through the Pittman-Roberts Act. Now, yes, it's true, every time you buy a hunting license, every time you buy a fishing license, every time you pay to go into a national park, that all funds wildlife restoration and habitat protection. But 80% of the funding comes from hunters and sportsmen. And here's the thing that nobody talks about. You talk to people that hunt, hey, what rifle do you use to hunt? Oh, this is my granddaddy's .270. So he hadn't bought a new rifle in 15 years. He might buy 1 or 2 boxes of ammunition. He sights in his rifle, he knows it works, he takes it hunting. He doesn't need a lot of ammunition. 70% of all the wildlife restoration money under Pittman-Roberts and Acts comes from recreational shooters. That's guys that are going out and buying AR-15s. They're going out and buying semi-automatic handguns. They're going to the range and shooting 500 to 1,000 rounds a day. That's where the majority of your money for wildlife habitat and restoration comes from. So if you enjoy being outside, support firearms sales. Don't support gun control. You may think that you're doing a lot to save a deer by giving to the World Wildlife Fund, to save bears, to save wolves, to save all these different species. Go buy a gun if you want to save animals in America. We didn't do this one live, everybody, just because every Saturday night, I'm not going to sit here and do a live video. I'm going to try and get something put out every Saturday. The stuff that I don't do live, I can go into more detail on. I can get guns out, I can talk about them, I can try and get out to the range and do some demonstration videos, maybe some reviews of new guns. But I'm going to try and mix it up. I'm going to try and do the live stuff at least once a month, maybe twice. I'm going to try and put out a video every Saturday night at 9 o'clock Central Time. I'll put it out on my YouTube. I'll put it out on my Facebook page, the company Facebook page, which is Facebook.com/OgletreeOrdnance.com. All of our social media is at OgletreeOrdnance, and we've got just about every social media out there. We don't use it, but we've got it. If you want to find most of our stuff, it's on Instagram and Facebook. So anyway, let me know in the comments if you ever heard of the Pittman-Roberts Act, if you knew that that's where most of this money came from to fund wildlife restoration. Let me know what you think about the gun control stuff. Let me know what you think about videos that you want to see done in the future. I'm trying to get better equipment. I've got microphones coming where you can actually hear me better and the sound quality is good. But let me know, hey, I want to see a review on this new gun that's coming out. Hey, can you do a product demonstration on some scope? What is, any kind of general questions you have. Some of that stuff we'll try and answer on live versions of this Saturday night gunfight. And if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. But you can always go find it out on Google. Anyway, everybody have a great night, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.